Hello future officers, welcome to D's Coded again. Today's video is about assignment test number 3. The test is provided in the Telegram channel of D's Coded, the link of which is provided in the description of this video and the bio of the channel. So this test is about unit digit and number of zeros. So before doing this test, I would suggest you one thing, that if you haven't watch the unit digit video and number of zeros videos on this channel, which is provided in the playlist. Okay, so without wasting further time, we'll try to solve the question that 65 into 37 into 43 into 91 into 42 into 33 into 42 is divided by 10. Then what is the remainder? So when we have learned one concept, हमने एक concept सीखा है कि जब भी कोई भी नंबर 10 से डिवाइड होगा तो जो रिमाइंडर आएगा आपका वो ही यूनिट डिजिट होगा. तो हम कुछ भी ना करें, इस नंबर का यूनिट डिजिट भी अगर हम फाइंड कर लेंगे तो हमें 10 से डिवाइड करने में जो रिमाइंडर मिलेगा वो मिल जाएगा. अब यूनिट डिजिट फाइंड करने के लिए हमें कुछ नहीं करना होता. जो पीछे की टर्म्स होती हैं किसी भी नंबर में, लास्ट टर्म, अगर हम किसी भी नंबर को किसी भी नंबर की तरफ राइट से चलना शुरू करेंगे तो जो हमें पहली डिजिट मिलती है वो उसकी यूनिट डिजिट होती है. तो हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे, जो इस नंबर इन नंबर्स में सब में लास्ट की डिजिट है उनको मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे आपस में. 5 इंटू 3 इंटू 7 into 1 into 2 into 3 into 2. Now we have learned one concept that in any expression of multiplication, if we get 1 5 and 1 2, then we get 1 10. So coming of 10 means that unit digit would be 10. For example, हम इस पूरे एक्सप्रेशन को x ले लें और 5 और 2 को अलग से लिख दो आप. ठीक है, तो आपके पास आ गया x 0, तो यूनिट डिजिट 0 हो गया. तो इसका मतलब इसका आंसर होगा आपका 0. ओके, so now let's move on to next question. There is a number x, एक नंबर x दिया है जो है 4 to the power आपका 23466. okay, 23466. Now we have learned one property and we have to find the unit digit of x. Now we have learned one property of 4, that whenever there is 4 to the power any n, so if n is equal to odd, अगर n odd होगा तो हमारे पास जो यूनिट डिजिट आएगा आपका 4 आ जाएगा, और अगर n आपका even होगा तो यूनिट डिजिट आ जाएगा हमारे पास 6. ओके, we have learned this concept already in the videos on unit digit. So here we can say that 23466 is even number because this number would be divisible by 2. What is an even number? A number which is divisible by 2 is an even number. So we can easily say that 23466 is an even because if you divide it by 2, it would be divided. If you want to see, you can see here, it would be completely divided by 2. 23466. Okay, it goes like 2 times 2. Yeah, it comes 0. The 3 comes down. Then you can write 1 again. 2 remain 1. 4, 2, 7, 14. And 6 again comes down. So you have your 6 again comes down from here to here. So 2, 3 times 6, 0. Again if 6 comes down, then 2, 3, 6. So the remainder is 0. So this number is completely divisible by 2. So this is an even number. So now it is 4 to the power even. So for even, the unit digit would be 6. So it would have a unit digit at 6. So the answer to this question is B, that is 6. Okay. Now let's move on to another question, which says, what is the unit digit in the number 6 to the power 66666 and 5666566 to the power 666. Now in case of unit digit, we are only concerned with this unit digits and not the whole number. So we can simplify it like 6 to the power 6666 plus 5 to the power 666 and your 6, how many times it is. So we know one thing, that in case of unit digit, any 6 can have any power, then unit digit will always be 6, and if 5 has any power, then unit digit will always be 5. So we add both of them and then we get 11. So our unit digit will be 1, so answer would be 1. Okay, now let's move on to question number 4. If 81, 82, 83, 84, 86, 87, 88, 89 is divided by 10, then what is the remainder? We have already learned one thing, that whenever any number is divided by 10, then remainder is nothing but the unit digit of the number. So this is in multiplication, so we need not consider the complete number, we are just concerned with these unit digits. So we'll multiply these digits on only 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 6 into 7 into 8 into 9. Okay, now we are getting 6, 4, 6, 42 and 72. Again we are concerned with this digits only, 24 into 42 into 72. We are concerned with these digits only, so we'll write it down again as 4 into 2 into 2. So it is 4 to the 8 and into 2 is equal to your 16. So the unit would be 6. Okay. Now let's move on to next question. Here by mistake this 5 has been printed as 2. So but we'll still take the question. Okay. So question goes like 5 factorial into 4 factorial into 2 factorial into 7 factorial into 5 into 9. Okay. Now it might sound to be a very complicated question, but you know one thing, that here we have a 5 and here we have a 2. So it would give you 10. We have already discussed that any expression in multiplication, if it has 5 and 2, then unit would be always be 0. So here the answer is 0. You can check it also if you want. If you'll expand 5 factorial, it would be 1 into 2 into 3 into your 4 into 5. So here you have 2 into 5, that is 10. Okay. So the unit is 0 only. You need not solve the question. Whenever you in multiplication series you see 5 and 0 and unit is asked, then in any multiplication series, if you see 5 and 2 in multiplication, then it would give you 10. So unit digit in that case would always be 0. You need not solve the question further. Now we have another question that goes like 52 to the power 97 plus 43 to the power 72 is a given number. Then what is the remainder when this number is divided by 10? This means the same thing, that whenever a number is divided by 10, remainder is nothing but the unit digit. So here we are considered with this number and this 3 only. So we'll simplify it as 2 to the power 97 plus 3 to the power 72. Okay. So what we would get here is that we have learned already in the video on unit digit that if any number which is a bigger number, if it is having a greater power, so we do one, because of cyclicity, we do one thing, that we divide that number by 4. That is 97 divided by 4. 4, 2 times 8, 1 and 7. So it is 4 times 16. So here remainder comes as 1. So if we have divided this number and remainder is coming 1, so we'll give this to the power of 1. Okay. We have this concept goes like that, after every 4 to the power, the unit digit repeats itself. So we are doing what is that we're dividing this number by 97, which means this has completed 24 cycles of 4 and we are left with 1. So we give this number to power 1. Similarly, we'll divide 72 by 4. Okay, so it is 4, it gives you 3, 2 and 4 8 times is 32. So this number has completed all the cycles of 4 and the remainder is 0. So whenever remainder comes as 0, then we give the number the power same as 4. So you remember one concept, that whenever you have greater powers, you do one thing, that you divide those power by 4. आप उस पावर को 4 से डिवाइड कर दें, तो जो भी आपका रिमाइंडर आता है आप उस नंबर को वो वाली पावर दो. जैसे यहाँ पे हमारे पास रिमाइंडर आया 1, तो हमने 2 को 1 पावर दे दी. और अगर आपका रिमाइंडर 0 आ जाए तो आप कुछ ना करें, उस नंबर को पावर 4 दे दें फिर से. तो ये 2 to the power 1 is 2 plus 2 to the power 4 would be your 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. That would be your 4 and 4. So it would be 2 plus 16. Okay, we're concerned with these only, 2 and 6. Right. So my answer would be your 8. Okay. isn't it? Which is not provided in this solution. So the answer to this question is 8. Okay. Now let's move on to another question. That what are the number of zeros in 137 factorial? Okay. So in the video on number of zeros, which is already provided in the playlist of this channel, we have discussed one thing, that whenever we are given something as factorial, okay, so we know one thing, that to get a 0 we need 5 and 2. Okay, so till 4 factorial there is no 5, because 4 factorial is your 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. So till 4 factorial we do not have any 0. So any 5, till 4 factorial we do not have any 5. Any 5 which comes after 4 factorial, that is in 5 factorial. So 5 into 2, this would give you 1 0. So we have to count the number of zeros. So what we do is, we keep dividing this by 5 until it divides completely. Okay, and whatever the question comes, we divide that question again by 5 and then again by 5 until we are left with a number smaller than 5. So here the question would be that 5 2 times is 10, so we get 3 left, and there it becomes 37, and 5 sevens are 35. Okay, so it is not getting completely divided, so we are left with 27. Now what we'll do, it will divide 27 by 5. The question was your this one 27. So what here the process goes like that, when you divide this, so for any factorial which you have to find the number of zeros, what you do is you divide that number by 5, and whatever the question comes, you again divide that question by 5. So here we have the question as 27, we again divide it by 5. Okay, see here, this is 27, we again divide it by 5. Now let's see what is the question. It is 5, and then the question is 5. Now again we divide it by 5. We'll keep on dividing it until we get a number less than 5. Here it is, the question is 1. Now what we do is, we add the questions which come here. In the first one the question was 27, the another one the question was 5, and in the another one the question was 1. So the addition of this would be 27 plus 5 is 32, plus 1 is 33. So your answer is 33. You can see this illustration again. How we are solving is like that for making a 10 or for making a 0, we need what? We need a 5 and a 2. Okay, we need a 5 and a 2. So any 5 which comes would come after 4 factorial, because till 4 factorial there is no 5. So any 5 that comes after 4 factorial, that is in 5 factorial. So what we do is, for any factorial number, if we want to find the number of zeros, we do one thing, we divide that number by 5, and whatever the question comes, जो भी question आता है, जैसे कि यहाँ पर आपका question आया 27, तो इस question को आप फिर से 5 से divide करेंगे. ओके, तब तक divide करते रहेंगे 5 से जब तक एक 5 से छोटा नंबर ना आ जाए या फिर बिल्कुल ख़त्म ही ना हो जाए. जैसे कि यहाँ पर आपका क्वेश्चन आया 27, अब मैंने 27 को 5 से फिर से डिवाइड कर दिया, मेरे पास आया क्वेश्चन 5. फिर जो क्वेश्चन 5 है मैं इसको फिर से 5 से डिवाइड कर दिया, मेरे पास क्वेश्चन आया 1. सो मैं क्या करूँगा, उसके बाद इन क्वेश्चंस को ऐड कर दूंगा आपस में. 27 प्लस 5 प्लस 1 इज इक्वल टू 33. सो योर आंसर कम्स एज 33. ओके, नाउ लेट्स सॉल्व अनदर क्वेश्चन which is goes like that. You have a number x and it is 4 5 6 3 7 2 to the power 123 factorial and 67 to the power 76 factorial. Now we are only concerned with these digits that are your unit digits. We are concerned with these only. हमें पूरे नंबर से कोई मतलब नहीं, क्योंकि हमें लार्ज डिजिट फाइंड करनी है. लार्ज डिजिट क्या होती है? व्हाट इज द लार्ज डिजिट? लार्ज डिजिट इज नथिंग बट द यूनिट डिजिट ओनली. It is saying that there is a number x, then what is the large digit in the number x? So to find the large digit, that is unit digit only, we are considered with this 2 and 7. We need not consider the whole number, so we can simplify this as आपका 2 to the power 123 factorial plus 7 to the power 76 factorial. Okay, now we know one thing, that after every power of 4, the unit digit repeat itself. We have seen this in unit digit videos. If you are not clear with this concept, go and watch the unit digit video. So what we do is, if we are having any factorial, then what we write it down is as 4 factorial. If there is any factorial in the power, since after every 4 the unit digit keeps on repeating, so we write 4 factorial plus 7 to the 4 factorial. And since after every 4 the power repeats itself, so we write 4 factorial as 4 again. 4 plus 7, 4. So now 2 to the power 4, the unit digit would be 6, and for 7 to the power 4, unit digit would be your 1. Okay. So this comes out 6 plus 1, 7. So your unit digit will be 7. The answer to this question is 7. Okay. Now we'll solve another question. It is like, find the number of zeros in the expression 5 into 10 into 15 into 20 into 25 into 30 into 35. Now for any of this kind of expression, to find the number of zeros, we count the number of 2's or the number of 5's, and whichever is less among 2 or 5, that is our number of zeros. So we expand this it as 5 into 2 into 5 into 3 into 5 into 2 into 2 into 5 into your 5 into 5 is 25 into your 2 into 5 into 3 is your 30, and 5 into 7 is 37. So what we do is we count the number of 5 or 2's, and whichever, because to make a zero we need 5 and 2. Okay, so जो भी इसमें से कम होगा वही जीरो उतने ही जीरो बन पाएंगे. सो हम काउंट कर लेते हैं कि इनमें से कम कौन सा है, 2 कम है या 5 कम है. देखते हैं, 2 को काउंट करो, 1 2 3 4, 4 2's है हमारे पास. 2's हमारे पास हैं 4. ओके, 2's कितने हैं हमारे पास? नंबर ऑफ 2's वी हैव आर 4. ओके, नंबर 5 काउंट करते हैं, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. सो नंबर ऑफ 5 आर 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Number of 5 are 8. So since number of 2's are 4 and which is less than 8, so number of zeros would be 4. Okay, this question is solved. Now we'll move on to another question, which is a passage. Okay, the passage goes like that. There is one passage and 2 questions are given for it. Okay, so we read the passage and try to answer the question. The passage goes like that. Read the passage. Passage 1. International Criminal Police Organization, more commonly known as Interpol, comprising 194 member countries, play a crucial role in information sharing network to enable national police force to combat transnational crime. Okay. Concerns have been raised about the misuse of Interpol's notice system, especially the issuance of blue-collar notices, which are less scrutinized than their red corner notices. Critics, this is their red corner notices. Critics argue that countries often exploit existing protocols to target political refugees and dissidents. While efforts have been made to address this, questions remain about striking a balance between facilitating police cooperation and preventing of this powerful tool. Okay, again we'll read. इंटरनेशनल क्रिमिनल पुलिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जिसको हम कॉमनली इंटरपोल भी कहते हैं, कंप्राइज करता है 194 मेंबर कंट्रीज को. ये क्रूशियल रोल प्ले करता है इंफॉर्मेशन शेयरिंग करने में, अनेबल करने के लिए, नेशनल पुलिस फोर्स को कम्बैट करने के लिए ट्रांसनेशनल क्राइम होता है. मतलब जो नेशनल पुलिस फोर्स है इसको डाटा प्रोवाइड करता है, जिससे कि अगर कोई ट्रांसनेशनल क्रिमिनल कोई एक कंट्री से दूसरे में गया है तो उसको कम्बैट करने में हेल्प करता है. अब इस पर कंसर्न रेज हुए हैं अबाउट द मिसयूज ऑफ इंटरपोल नोटिस. अब इस पर कंसर्न इन्होंने कि इंटरपोल नोटिस को मिसयूज किया जा रहा है, स्पेशली द इशुएंस ऑफ ब्लू कॉर्नर नोटिस, स्पेशली ब्लू कॉर्नर नोटिस को, विच आर लेस स्क्रूटनाइज्ड देन देयर रेड कॉर्नर नोटिस, जिसको जो लेस स्क्रूटनाइज्ड है. Critics argue that countries often exploit the protocols to target political refugees and descendants. Critics ये कहते हैं कि जो इंटरपोल के नोटिसेस हैं उनको कंट्रीज यूज करती हैं टारगेट करने के लिए पॉलिटिकल रिफ्यूजी और डिसेंडेंट को. While efforts have been made to address this, questions remain about striking a balance between facilitating police cooperation and preventing of this powerful tool. तो efforts किए गए हैं इसको एड्रेस करने के लिए, बट क्वेश्चन रिमेन, अभी भी क्वेश्चन ये रहता है कि बैलेंस कैसे करें पुलिस कोऑपरेशन और इस टूल को, पावरफुल टूल को प्रिवेंट मतलब मिसयूज होने से. ठीक है, तो इसके बेस पे हम क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. बेस्ड ऑन द अबव पैसेज द फॉलोइंग असम्पशन हैव बीन मेड. इंटरपोल नोटिसेस आर बेस्ट वे टू टारगेट पॉलिटिकल रिफ्यूजीज. ऐसा ये कहीं नहीं कह रहा है, ये ऐसे कह रहा है कि इसको बस मिसयूज किया जाता है पॉलिटिकल रिफ्यूजीज को टारगेट करने के लिए. Interpol decisions is influenced by powerful nation. Okay. In the above patches, it is not nowhere saying that Interpol के notice को powerful countries misuse करती हैं. ये बस ये कह रहा है कि countries उसको use करती हैं as a tool to target the refugees and political descendants. So this statement is also wrong. Which of the following assumption given above are correct? So none is correct. So answer would be D. Okay. Now let's read another question regarding this passage. Which of the following statement best reflect the crux of the passage? Interpol as an organization is sometimes misused. हम कह सकते हैं ऐसा है, इसमें बोल रहा है ये. Interpol's work culture is corrupt. ऐसा कहीं नहीं कह रहा कि उसका वर्क कल्चर करप्ट है. Interpol ensures speedy attraction of transnational criminals. ऐसा भी ये कहीं नहीं कह रहा है कि ये बहुत स्पीडीली हमें हेल्प करता है स्पीडी एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ क्रिमिनल्स के लिए. ऐसा भी कहीं नहीं कह रहा है, बट ये कॉपरेशन में हेल्प करता है हमारे को. जो इंटरनेशनल पुलिस होती है आपस में एक दूसरे कंट्रीज़ की, उसमें कॉपरेशन करने में हमें हेल्प करता है. इंटरपोल इज मिसयूज्ड बाय पावरफुल कंट्रीज. ऐसा कहीं नहीं कह रहा है, बस ये कह रहा है कि इंटरपोल को कभी कभी मिसयूज़ किया जाता है, वहाँ पावरफुल कंट्रीज़ का नाम नहीं आ रहा है. सो इंटरपोल इज समटाइम मिसयूज, ये बिल्कुल सही है. तो इसका आंसर हो गया ए आपका. ओके, so with this we are done with this questions solution. So guys, you do one thing, that first of all, to have a more understanding and to get a more crisp knowledge of this concept of unit digit and your number of zeros, you do one thing, you watch the videos of number of zeros and your unit digit of this channel and try to solve this questions. So your concept would keep on brushing every day, and in the main examination you would not be fearful and you will be easily able to do this question. Believe me my friend, if you will follow this technique of first seeing the videos, and in the videos there are sample questions and PYQ solution, if you do that and you solve these questions, then what happens is your mind keeps on practicing questions every day, and because of that the mathematics becomes easier for you and you'll be able to clear the CSAT in 2025 easily. Okay, so thank you friends, keep studying hard, all the best.